Welcome to my views and news. Some news stories from Ethiopia. First, it was since yesterday a graphic video is being shared showing extrajudicial killing of two prisoners by Ethiopian security forces. Several viewers contacted me. They said, Sajid, the killed people are Amhara and Ethiopian government forces are killing innocent Amharas. Where is this video from? Who are those who were killed? Who are the killers? Secondly, second story is about large-scale arrests in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital, where we saw unrest on two last Fridays. How many were killed? How many from Muslim community were killed after Friday prayers on two consecutive Fridays? Thirdly, an Ethiopian Eritrean singer who was pronounced dead was seen in Denver a few hours ago, where he met with his family there. Firstly, viewers, videos showing extrajudicial killings by Ethiopian security forces are not something new. We have seen several videos in the past. We saw that regional special forces, even members of Ethiopian National Defense Force, militias, they commit excesses. They violate human rights and they do kill people extrajudicially. And it happens with the protection. Institutions, governments protect this practice. That is why no one has been held accountable, no one in security forces has been held accountable. And we have seen videos, graphic videos from Tigray, from Oromia, Benishangal Gumuz region, Amhara region too, from other parts of it, SNNPR too. And perpetrators have been regional forces, federal forces too. Victims different, sometimes Oromo, sometimes Tigrayan, sometimes Gumuz. And these videos don't now create any big issue in Ethiopia. I have done several videos in the last 2 years about extrajudicial killings by security forces. Nothing happened. No one was held accountable. Since yesterday, we have been seeing a video in circulation showing some Ethiopian security force members killing two prisoners. The prisoners are definitely alive. They are just shot dead. And this incident is recorded. Several viewers contacted me. They said, Sajid, the video is from the Amhara region. Ethnic Amharas are being massacred. They are being killed. Problem is that whenever incident of extrajudicial killing happens, all aggrieved ethnic groups start sharing the video as if the victims are from their ethnic group. Now, this video does not show Ethiopian National Defense Force members. Graphic video I cannot show you here. I can show you only a few screenshots. The video does not show Ethiopian National Defense Force members. The video shows Sidama Special Force members. Where is the video from? It's difficult to geolocate this video because it was recorded in some forest. So it's almost impossible to geolocate it. It could be somewhere from BG maybe, I don't know, maybe from Sidama, I'm not sure. Who are the killed? Amharas or others? I don't know. I have no information. But Sidama Special Force, like other special forces, it was restructured. all special forces were disbanded a few weeks ago. It means video is old. It's not new, maybe a few months old, I'm not sure. And the video could be from Sidama, from BG, even from Amhara too. We don't know. But Sidama Special Force is not involved in any operation against Amhara Fano fighters in the Amhara region. That is why this video is not linked to the ongoing operation against Fano fighters by Ethiopian security forces, mainly Ethiopian National Defense Force. People are trying to link this video to the ongoing operation, ongoing confrontation between Fano fighters and Ethiopian army. But yes, Sidama government should investigate this issue. Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia, I think Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia should share a detailed report of how many were killed extrajudicially in the last 2 years or so. How many were held accountable? What was the role of federal government? What was the role of regional governments? Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia should compile a complete report, at least to embarrass Ethiopian government, at least to tell the government that it is not taking action, that regional governments are protecting this practice. Otherwise, we know that Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia's reports are just ignored by federal government and regional governments. Secondly, viewers, an Ethiopian Tigrayan singer was seen in Denver yesterday. He traveled from Ethiopia to Denver and there he met with his family. Abraham is his name. He is a well-known Tigrayan singer. When the war broke out in northern part of Ethiopia and Tigray, Abraham, I think, was in Addis Ababa. He decided to be part of this struggle to support his people, Tigrayans. From Addis Ababa, he went to Tigray and he fought along with his Tigrayan brothers, sisters against federal forces and some regional forces too. Several times he was pronounced dead, like top TPLF leaders, Tigray generals like Getachew was pronounced dead, Debretsion too, Varade too, Migbe too, all top leaders of TPLF, TDF were on different occasions pronounced dead, but all remained alive. Abraham is alive too. He's met with his family in Denver. Lastly, viewers, Muslims are now facing another state action in the form of arrests. In Addis Ababa, we saw clashes, unrest on 2 last consecutive Fridays when Muslims tried to protest outside mosques against demolition of mosques in newly constructed Shaggar city. They were not allowed to protest. They tried to protest outside Anwar Mosque. We heard about Muslim protests in other places too, like at Munir Mosque in Mantina or Zakirabad area, Fatih Mosque in Agip, Rahma Mosque in Hassan Garag area. But main protest was held at Anwar Mosque. Security forces surrounded the mosque. They fired at protesters. Protesters were empty-handed. Protesters were protesting against demolition of mosques in Shaggar, where around 19 mosques have been demolished in the last 2 months. Churches being demolished too, people's houses in large numbers being demolished. 8 casualties are being confirmed so far. Government confirmed 3 casualties in violence 2 days ago. But in the incidents on 2 Fridays, 8 people were killed. 4 were laid to rest on Saturday. Funeral prayer was held in Addis Ababa and 4 were buried. Totally, in total 8 were killed, were shot dead by security forces within the last 10 days, Muslims. And now security forces are raiding houses of those who organized these protests, who were part of the protests, especially around Anwar Mosque. There is still deployment of Ethiopian security forces around Anwar Mosque, and Muslim neighborhoods are being raided, youth are being arrested. Islamic Affairs Supreme Council of Ethiopia opposed protests, but despite a call for calm, people protested, and that led to start of a confrontation. Security forces did not show any restraint. They used force. They fired tear gas. They fired live bullets. People killed. And now those who allegedly organized protests are being hunted down. Their houses are being raided. Islamic Affairs Council of Ethiopia, led by Ibrahim Toffa, is silent. The organization did not do anything in this conflict. It just met with Shimalis Abdiza. It wrote a letter to the Prime Minister, but it could not play an active role in preventing the violence, which has cost 8 innocent lives so far in Addis Ababa. Tensions still remain. Thank you for watching.